Building a strong resume. Hey scholars, in this video we're going to talk about why it is important to have a resume. The obvious reason is that it's going to help you get a job, but some of the less obvious reasons include having your resume to use just in case you need to ask for a letter of recommendation or using it to apply to scholarships. Some recommenders are going to want to see your resume, so it's always nice to have one handy rather than having to scramble last minute and make one. And depending on the type of scholarship you're applying to, you might need a resume. Or you can use your resume to remind yourself about all of the different activities that you've participated in that you may want to highlight in your scholarship essays. When you first get started, you can make yourself a master resume. This is going to be an ongoing document where you have all of your experiences and dates. That way, when you're applying for a job or asking a person for a letter of recommendation, you don't have to think back to remember the information. You can just pull it up from the master resume and take what applies for the new position you're applying to. So you might be thinking, but I don't have job experiences. You might also be asking yourself, what kinds of things should I put on my resume? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about how to start adding to your resume. To start, I would recommend thinking about all of the things and activities that you've done so that way you can start making a list. Your list can include things like clubs, volunteer experiences, conferences, trainings, awards, babysitting experiences, anything that you can think of. The possibilities for how the list can look really goes on and on. It really just depends on what you have participated in. Once you've compiled your list, start to think about the dates you did all these activities. Some people disagree on whether or not you should include the year. It's really up to you. However, on the master resume, I would recommend having the year just in case you're ever asked about when and how long you've had that experience. Next, start to make a list of things that you've done for those activities. For example, if you were part of a club, maybe you helped fundraise or plan a meeting or even took notes. If you were a babysitter, you ensured the safety of a child, engaged that child in activities. Start to make a list of the various tasks that you've done for experiences that you've written down. As you start to brainstorm more and get further along in your resume writing process, you can form these bullet points. One way to develop these bullet points is action verb plus what you did plus how you did it. For example, as a babysitter, you oversaw a child's well-being by engaging them in various age-appropriate activities. The action verb was oversaw. What you did is watched the child, and how we did it was through engaging them in activities. Now that you have your ideas down, you can start to format them into a resume. On a resume, you're going to need some key information. This includes your name, where you've completed your education, and maybe some contact information. If for some reason you're putting this online, you do not want to put information that is too personal, such as your home address or phone number. The cool thing about resumes is that you can format this information any way you want. Just make sure to have proper spelling and that you're consistent in the formatting you choose. You want your resume to look professional and visually appealing, so put time into your resume because it's going to be a reflection of you. Now that you have the start of your resume, you can share it with people when you need to ask them for letters of recommendation. This way, they know the things you might want them to highlight about you. Or you can use your resume when filling out scholarship applications. As you continue to have more experiences, you can always add to this document. That way you can pick and choose what experiences go on the resume that you attach to different job applications in the future. A last helpful tip is to share this resume with professors or people who are in the field you're interested in studying. They can give you practical insight into what may be helpful to go into your resume. As always, scholars, good luck. And feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions at all, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.